Sadly, I do believe that in today's society, social class has direct links to educational opportunities. I don't believe, however, that it's purely people's wealth, but also their race, their ethnicity, their culture, and even things just like people's jobs, their backgrounds, their upbringings that affect how they are seen in society and the opportunities they're provided with. I've seen both positive and negative examples. I've been to a number of schools where social class is seen to vary throughout the school population. Um, One positive experience I had was at a school with a high refugee intake. So nearly half of the students at the school were refugees and they were Muslim. They wished to practice their religion every day by praying at school. The school encouraged students to incorporate their culture into their schooling, and the principal actually assigned a place in the school for students to practice this whenever they wanted to. So they could take time out in the day, go in, and have their own space in the school. I think that it really made all those students feel as if they're valued, just like everyone else in the school, regardless of their culture, or their background or any of their beliefs, and it made a real even playing field in the school. In a completely different light, I've also had and heard of experiences that has made me feel as if the education system is not supporting all students. So at one particular school, parents were asked to supply $50 worth of classroom equipment at the beginning of the year. So this was things like tissues, crayons, whiteboard markers. That money would go towards that. The school then sent parents an invoice for a student resource fee. So that covered paper, printing, art and crafts, Christmas craft, exercise book, stuff like that. Then they were also asked for a $35 voluntary contribution, and this would go to additional learning opportunities. This was in a public education system. There was no option for support noted for the parents. I found it really hard to deal with because I thought, what about those parents that can't provide that money for those students? They're going to come to school and they're already going to be one step behind everyone else before their learning even takes place, purely based off their family's economic ability to provide for the students. Also, I found it hard to take into account that the additional learning opportunities would come from people paying that extra $35 when really those opportunities should just be given to everyone. I really hope that one day we're able to achieve a society where advantages are given based off those who work hard to develop their abilities, to develop their talents, rather than those who are purely wealthier or those who come from a higher social class.